Hi everyone, today our topic is barium follow through exam. Usually barium follow through and barium meal both tests performed combined and separates video have been made on both topics so that the students can understand correctly. So please watch the video made above the barium meal. The link is in the description or click on the card above. Following articles are described in the video and each discuss in detail. Introduction, anatomy of small intestine, methods, indications and contraindications, contrast medium and equipment, patient preparation, single contrast technique, filming, double contrast technique, per oral pneumoclone, aftercare and complications, advantages and disadvantages of barium meal follow through. Because the thin-walled alimentary canal does not have sufficient density to be demonstrated through surrounding structures, its radiographic demonstration requires the use of artificial contrast medium, that is barium sulfate. Barium examination requires use of high kVp technique to penetrate barium not less than 90. Barium follow-through and small bowel enema are two basic types of small bowel examination to examine small bowel in its entirety, that is to evaluate functional capabilities as well as morphological abnormalities. Anatomy of small intestine extend from pyloric sphincter of stomach to ileocecal valve where it joins large intestine at right angle. Lies in abdominal cavity surrounding by large intestine, about 6.5 meter long and diameter gradually decreases from about 3.8 centimeter in proximal part to approximately 2.5 centimeter in distal part. Wall contains 4 layers: serosa, muscle layer, submucosa and mucosa. Mucosa contain finger-like projections called villi, divided into 3 portions: duodenum, jejunum and ileum. Duodenum, about 25 cm long and widest part, begun at pylorus and curves around the head of pancreas as C. Contain 4 portions: first superior, that is duodenal bulb; second descending part, that is common bile duct and pancreatic duct, usually units to form hepatopancreatic ampulla, which opens on greater duodenal papilla. Third horizontal or inferior part, and fourth ascending, that is join jejunum at a sharp curve called duodenojejunal flexure and is supported by suspensory muscles of duodenum, that is ligament of Treitz. Jejunum and ileum. Jejunum is the middle section of small intestine and is about 2.5 meter long. Ileum is the terminal section about 4 meter long, lead into large intestine at ileocecal valve. I hope the audience understand the whole anatomy of the small intestine. Let's move on to the second part of the video, which describes the barium follow-through test. In introduction of barium follow-through is designed to demonstrate the small bowel from the duodenum to the ileocecal region, encompassing the duodenum, jejunum and ileum, including the junctions surrounding with the stomach and inferiorly with the ascending colon by oral administration of contrast medium, that is barium, may be performed as a continuation of an upper gastrointestinal series or as a separate dedicated study of the small bowel, also known as barium meal follow through and small bowel follow through. There are 3 methods to perform the follow through exam: single contrast, double contrast with addition of an effervescent agent, per oral pneumoclone. Double contrast technique is normally adopted. Barium follow-through exam is used to diagnose the following diseases and conditions: Crohn's disease, which is most common, pain, loss of weight, anemia, gastrointestinal bleeding, partial obstruction, malabsorption, that is dyspepsia, abdominal mass, suspected tubercular lesion, lesions such as strictures, neoplasm, and Michel's diverticulum. In contraindication, barium follow-through exam cannot be performed in following condition and symptoms: complete bowel obstruction, suspected perforation, paralytic ileus, very ill patient or recently operated patient. Barium sulfate solution 100% water volume in 300 ml, 150 ml if performed immediately after barium meal, usually given in 10 to 15 minute increments or full at once. Transient time through small bowel has been shown to be reduced by the addition of 10 ml of gastrografin to barium. In children, 3 to 4 ml per kg is suitable volume of contrast. In situations where barium is contraindicated, non-ionic water-soluble solution are used. In equipment, high-power X-ray generator, spot film device, fluoroscopic unit with 2 TV screen, tilting type of X-ray table and overcouch X-ray tube is required. Patient preparation. Accurate and clear history must be obtained from patient. For example, in the case of insulin-dependent diabetes, the best time for stopping eating can be arranged. A low residue diet for 2 days prior to the examination. A laxative should be taken on the evening prior to the examination. Nil per oral for 6 hours prior to the examination. Metoclopramide 20 mg orally given 20 minutes before or during the examination to enhance gastric emptying. Patient's bladder must be empty before and during procedure to avoid displacement or compressing ileum. Patient must be informed that the barium may taste chalky. Patient must remove all the clothing and jewelry and wear a hospital gown. Preliminary film. Plain radiograph of abdomen can be taken as control film to see bowel preparation and to rule out contraindication. Help in assessing any abnormality of gas-filled bowel loops. If residual focal matter presents, examination should be cancelled. Single contrast technique. Patient is asked to drink barium suspension as rapidly as possible and then put the patient on right side. Give dry food if transient time is slow. If follow-through is combined with barium meal, glucagon is used instead of Buscopan for duodenal cap view. Filming. Prawn PA films of the abdomen are taken. The first radiograph is taken 10 minutes following the drink, with the second image at 30-minute stage. Then the radiographs are taken at 30-minute intervals until the barium has reached terminal ileum. Pressure on the abdomen helps to compress abdominal content so that the loops of the small bowel are separated. Thus, for better radiographic quality, prone position is used. Spot films of the terminal ileum are taken spine. Spine films. Compression pad is used in right iliac fossa to displace any overlying loops of small bowel that are obscuring terminal ileum. Spine position is used for superior and lateral shift of barium filled stomach, for visualization of retrogastric portions of duodenum and jejunum. to prevent possible compression overlapping loops of intestine, additional films, to separate loops of small bowel, compression with fluoroscopy, oblique view, X-ray tube angled into the pelvis, patient tilted head down, and to demonstrate diverticula. Erect film can be used to reveal fluid level within the diverticulum by cm. Double contrast technique. Same as single contrast study, gas producing agent is given with head of barium column reaches the cecum. This should generate about 750 to 100 ml of gas. Patient is placed on the left side slightly head down to allow the gas to leave the stomach and enter the small bowel. Compression radiographs with patient in supine or oblique positions are taken. Modification. Liquor coated effervescent tablets to provide a select release of gas in small bowel. Advantages of double contrast. Better distension, separation of loops, improved mucosal detail, effective for young patients and those who are unable to swallow the enema tube. Peroral pneumoclone. The peroral pneumoclone examination is a method for obtaining a double contrast image of the terminal ileum and right colon by insufflating air in conjunction with a conventional barium follow-through examination. The indications for the peroral pneumoclone examination are a poorly seen terminal ileum, clinically suspected inflammatory bowel disease with an apparently normal terminal ileum, and an abnormal terminal ileum with equivocal fistula. Technique. When orally ingested barium reaches the right colon, air is advanced through a small catheter inserted into the rectum. Spot views of the different areas of small bowel, especially the terminal ileum, are taken. Compression may be used. Disadvantages of peroral pneumoclone: require colon cleaning for an adequate study, uncomfortable procedure for the patient, reflex sometimes not possible in 10% cases, long procedure time. Aftercare. Inform the patient that his bowel motions will be white for few days after the examination and may be difficult to flush away. Advise to drink adequate volume of water to avoid barium impaction. Laxative may be taken if required. Patient should not leave the department till any blurring of vision produced has resolved. Complication. Leakage of barium suspension from unsuspected perforation. Aspiration of barium. Conversion of partial obstruction into complete obstruction by impaction of barium. Barium appendicitis if barium impacts in appendix. Side effect of pharmacological agents used. Advantage of barium meal follow through: easily performed, no discomfort intubation to the patient like enterocolysis. It is a physiological process, hence transit time can be assessed. Disadvantage of barium meal follow through: overlapping of barium filled bowel loops in the pelvis, poor distension of bowel loops. Viewers, in today's video we read about the small intestine. In radiology it is tested in two ways: barium follow through and small bowel enema. Today we read about barium follow through, and small bowel enema will be released soon. So stay tuned and follow me on this channel. Thank you very much.